Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today I'm going to be talking about adrenaline surges in the perimenopause and menopause and what you need to know. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. So do you find that you get revved up, that you're jittery or you're very anxious and it can come on really suddenly, or you find that you're like this all the time? So this can be due to what's called adrenaline surges in the perimenopause and menopause, and this is often to blame for these particular symptoms. So I'm going to look at what causes them, the common symptoms that you can get with this, and what you can do to help yourself. So how does this happen? So adrenaline is a hormone and a neurotransmitter which is produced by the adrenal gland. So the adrenal glands are little glands that sit just above your kidneys, and adrenaline is released into the bloodstream in response to stress or danger as it triggers the flight or fight response. Now, although this is very good for you in some ways because it can save your life. So if you think about it, you're walking down the street, you're not quite focusing, you step into the road, a car's coming, it peeps its horn, and in that instant, your body responds so quickly, it jumps, you jump back, and you're okay. So in that sense, the flight or fight mechanism is there, and it could have saved your life. But if you get stuck in flight or fight, which happens a lot as the hormones are changing, it goes on and on. There's no respite. This uses up a huge amount of energy, and you can end up absolutely drained in a very short space of time. So we know that the hormonal changes affects your body's ability to regulate the production of adrenaline and other stress hormones. So basically it just goes all over the place. Your nervous system sees danger when there isn't any. I mean, it can be simple things just like, oh, I can't find my car keys, or, oh, I've forgotten to take something out the freezer. So the minute you just kind of go, oh, your body thinks there's danger and the adrenaline kicks in. So when this goes on, as I mentioned before, it can really affect your mental and your physical well-being. So we know too that it can increase your sensitivity. So you end up becoming much more fearful, much more anxious, and things like, we've talked about this before, when suddenly you find that you get palpitations, or your nervous system just goes into overdrive when you're driving, or when you go in and do shopping, suddenly you feel totally overwhelmed. So again, this is due to this adrenaline surge going on. We know that caffeine can do it. So especially if you're one of these people that has coffee first thing in the morning before you eat or drink anything else, that is going to stimulate your central nervous system, which is going to increase alertness, which is great, especially if you're tired. But that increase can also trigger this adrenaline surge. So in this situation, you're basically starting off your day already stuck in flight or fight. It can be poor sleep. We know that sleep can heighten stress and anxiety. So the more bad nights you have, again, the more your nervous system is totally revved up. So this sort of revving up of adrenaline can trigger symptoms, and it can also make the ones that you have worse. So the main symptoms would be things like hot flushes and night sweats. It can be palpitation. And as I mentioned before, if you get this flight or fight going on all the time, you're going to get total fatigue. It can affect your sleep. You're going to get things like panic and anxiety attacks. It can cause headaches. And some people find they get nausea with it as well. The other interesting thing, if you get this going on long term, It can also be a contributory factor for that weight around the middle, because if your body's in panic mode all of the time, your body needs a lot of energy for this response. So your body will basically just put a store of fat around the middle to help with the energy. So just bear in mind, if you feel that you're getting that spare tire, you need to also address this particular situation as well. So what can you do to help this? There's no sudden quick fix, if you like, because a lot of it is to do with lifestyle and stress management. So you need to look at this as a more of a kind of long-term project. So the things you can do that are really helpful to kind of switch off or turn down your flight or fight response. Simplest thing is the deep breathing. Do the rhythmic ones like 4 in, hold for 1, 4 out, hold for 1. There's loads of different breathing techniques that you can find on YouTube, so it's actually worth having a look. When you get into this, you automatically go into the deep breathing, and it can be such a fabulous tool, especially when you're out and about. You can look at things like regular meditation, mindfulness, just learning to do the muscle relaxation, because if you're tensed up, that's going to be more likely to trigger the adrenaline, because your body thinks you're tensing for a fight. Yoga's great. That's another one that can be really helpful. Do journaling. Some people find that that's really good just for getting rid of the kind of stress and anxiety. Walking in nature. We know that walking in nature can have a really swift effect at calming the nervous system down. So if you're near parks or woods or anything where there's a lovely bit of nature, even a 10-15 minute walk a day can be really, really helpful. Look at things that are going to engage your mind in happy things, like going for a hobby, things that you really enjoy. Socializing with friends and family is another thing that can really help in this situation. You can try herbs. There's a whole range of herbs that can be really good. The herb passion flower is known to aid relaxation. We have that in our Passiflora spray, which is great for carrying around with you whenever you need it. You can also look at herbs such as lemon balm, valerian, avena sativa, and don't forget magnesium. It's so important for supporting nerve function. Go for quite a good high strength one, maybe 200 milligrams twice a day. Remember the water too, because dehydration has a huge impact on your nervous system, which can be another contributory factor to this whole scenario. Regular exercise. You want to burn off the adrenaline if you can. So that would be things, if you've got the energy, high intensity interval training, 10 minutes a day can be really helpful. Brisk walking, if you like, swimming. I know so many people tell me how beneficial cold water swimming is for helping with their nervous system. You can look at cycling as well. So anything that's going to give your heart and breathing a little bit of a workout can be helpful for this as well. So I hope you found this one helpful. What I've noticed over the years that the adrenaline seems to be playing a bigger and bigger part in a whole range of menopause symptoms. So it's worth trying to get some of these strategies sort of ingrained into your daily lifestyle, just to prevent this from getting worse. If any of you have had issues with this, what did you find that was really helpful? You know, I love to read your stories and your helpful tips, and these are always passed on. One extra thing before you go. Another way to support yourself at this time is to take a perimenopause and menopause supplement such as A.Vogel's Menopause Support. If you haven't tried Menopause Support, why not request a free sample today to see how it can help you? It contains soya isoflavones, which are a source of phytoestrogens, as well as the essential mineral magnesium, which can help to support you in a number of ways, including helping to reduce fatigue, the most common symptom of perimenopause and menopause, according to A.Vogel's online checker. Check the video descriptions for details on how to request a sample today. Take care and thanks for watching.